of the Bambino and end 86 years of frustration for these fans that right here in the heart of New York City.
Oh, boy. Of course, this frustration crosses more than state lines. It spans the globe. Good morning, Baghdad. You watch, we salute you, members of the multinational force Iraq and all units around the international zone. We thank you. An international affair for sure, but all eyes right here as we surf the sea of red. The hunt for Red Sox October has never been closer. Of course, they battle history as well as the Cardinals as we welcome all of you to Game 4 of the World Series on Fox. As always, I am joined by my partner, Mr. Kevin Kennedy. I am Jeannie Zelasco, and you could be seeing some history tonight. 86 years in search of a championship. Can we say that enough? The wait could be over.
We've said it now. It could be over, but not if Tony La Russa and these fans have something to say about it. Nobody wants to have more energy than these fans tonight because last night they were knocked out of the game early. This ball club is resilient as well, and Tony La Russa is going to take a page out of the Red Sox book where they came back after being down 3 games to none. They won 4 straight. It has never been done in the history of the game. La Russa's ball club would like to repeat that tonight. Let's go back to how the Red Sox got to the luck of the Irish. Who knows? Malloy gets the walk in Game 4 of the LCS. Dave Roberts pitched run, steals a base. Bill Miller ties it. Okay, that gets them another game. They go on to Game 5. Tony Clark, it looks like it's done here. They're over in Game 5. No, a ground rule double. Sierra can't score that short wall at around the pesky pole in Fenway. How about Belwer? Right in New York, a 3-run home run. He hadn't done much until this point. Well, they ruled it a ground rule double. The umpires got it right. It turned into a home run. Yankees normally get these kind of calls, don't they? Not the Red Sox. How about this call? A-Rod slapping the ball out of the hand of Arroyo. They call it safe at second base. No, they reverse it. That call was called right by the umpires once again. And how about the cutoff man? Bill Miller reaching for it, trying to double off Pujols. Manny Ramirez misses the cutoff man, only to throw out and double off Larry Walker. And this is the turning point I'm talking about right here. Jeff Suppan. Go or no, go or no. He goes back to third base, second and third. Nobody out, ground ball on the right side. That would have tied the score. It didn't happen for him.
All right, you are not done because we got to break down tonight's pitchers.
Derek Lowe got it done against the Yankees with sinkers and sliders and got the Yankees to expand the zone. Chase bad pitches out of the zone. That's not what the Cardinals have to do tonight. They have to make him come to him. Jason Marquis has to do this, throw strikes. Strike 1, strike 2. He's got a good fastball, 94, 95, pretty good change. They got to minimize those walks, though. That's what he's done too much of in the postseason. Look at the pitchers in this series of starters. The Red Sox, 16-plus innings, ERA 2.7. The Cardinals, 11-plus innings, ERA pushing 12. That's been the biggest difference for me. The starting pitching of the Cardinals has not gotten deeper as an average than 3-plus innings. Marquis has to go deeper tonight to set up that Cardinal bullpen. They only have one lefty in that bullpen, and that's Ray King. That's the guy you got to pick to face David Ortiz.
Absolutely.
You can't use him too early. If they do, it's all over. So the starters have to get deeper so it counts when they bring in Ray King to face David Ortiz.
All right, we talked about Jason Marquis being on the big stage. This is not the first time he's been on the big stage. He did play in a Little League World Series, just like another man out here tonight, Jason Varitek.
Jason Varitek, shortstop.
Shortstop.
It's a good thing they moved him. Can't pick on a little kid, but the defense wasn't there yet.
I'm hitting right-handed right there. Hey, this is a tough play right here. Oh, he couldn't get out of the glove. I'll tell you what, the heart and soul of this ball club. Look at that face right there of Jason Varitek. Put that guy behind the plate. He's tough. He's nails behind there. He's been really, for me, their MVP all season long because of what he does not offensively. We know he can swing the bat. It's his defense. It's the way he works the pitchers in and out. Blocks the plate as well as anybody in the game and blocks balls as well as anybody in the game. This guy, to me, is the heart and soul, a free agent. You can't let this guy get away. He's nails behind the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. History, of course, seems lost on all of these Red Sox. They just seem to worry about whether or not they're having a good hair night. Idiots? Well, I don't know that you can necessarily call them that. So does yours, Kevin. Ignorance remains bliss around the water cooler.
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey, dude, what's up, man? What'd you do last night?
You know, same old, same old.
Dang, the Patriots won 20 in a row.
Again? Wow, that's pretty amazing. And how about Steve Spurrier getting interviewed for the Florida Gators?
I saw that, man. That was unbelievable. What are you doing tonight?
You know, something to come up, you know. How about you?
Probably same old thing. Why don't you give me a call tonight, man?
I can do that.
when you hang out or something.
Yeah, obviously they found something to do tonight. I think what's interesting, Mr. Damon here said when he joined this club, he went into the clubhouse, nobody was playing cards, nobody was playing video games, everybody was doing their own thing. Somehow this club has come together real loose and it's working for them.
We talk about the luck of the Irish and the Boston Red Sox. Really, I believe you got to have talent. You make your own breaks, and that's what this Red Sox club has done. There's no gimmies on this ball club. They have forced the issue. They have put it to the test of the New York Yankees. They forced them to make those guys walk Millar in the ninth inning when they could have finished it off. Why? Because Millar can take you deep. Varitek can take you deep. Damon can take you deep. Forget about Manny Ramirez and Ortiz.
Yeah.
You got other guys to worry about as well. How about Bellhorn, the series he's had?
All right, we need to get you going out to the ball game. It's going to be a good one. Until this October, it was considered almost impossible for any team to recover from an 0-3 deficit. That is until the Red Sox came along. Now the Cardinals will have to draw from their rivals for inspiration. Unbelievable. 1 week ago, they were 3 outs away from getting swept. Now they are on the brink of 86ing the curse and claiming baseball's ultimate prize. Oh, what a century it has been.
I'm 15 for a moment, caught in between 10 and 20, and I'm just dreaming, counting the ways to where you are. I'm 45 for a moment, the sea is high, and I'm heading to walk crosses, chasing the years of my life. 15, there's still time for you, time to buy and time to lose yourself within a morning star. 15, I'm alright with you. 15, there's never a wish better than this. When you only got 100 years to live, half time goes by, suddenly you're wise, another blink of an eye. 67 is gone, the sun is getting high, we're moving on. I'm 99 for a moment, I'm dying for just another moment, and I'm just dreaming, counting the ways to where you are. 15, there's still time for you. 22, I feel hurt to go. 33, you're on your way. Every day's a new
Whoa. Oh.
The all-new Dodge Dakota,
Nice, yeah.
with the only V8 in its class,
This is gonna look great in our bedroom. You are such an
and the most overall interior room.
wonderful man.
So, how about this one?
We did say no ranches, right?
Yeah.
Well, plenty more where that came from. This next one is more of a colonial-inspired ranch.
It's still a ranch. Not working with the Century 21 agent. Pledge point number 13. Century 21 agents only show you houses you want to see.
This one's more of a Tudor-inspired ranch.
No, it's not.
Just one of the ways to help reduce the stress of buying real estate. Century 21, real estate for your world.
I wanna rock and roll this party. I still wanna have some fun, but I gotta fly. Like Steve McQueen, all of me's a fast machine. I'm gonna
Wrangler Jeans Company, a new generation of Wrangler. New fits, new fabrics, new styles.
TC, a.k.a. Tender Crisp.
Spicy, a.k.a. Spicy Tender Crisp.
Today for the official weigh-in of...
Watch TC the Golden Bird take on Spicy the Red Riot in a solid steel cage. Burger King presents the Chicken Sandwich World Championship. See who wins free on DirecTV. It's gonna be chaos in a coupe. Tender Crisp, Spicy Tender Crisp. Decide which one's best at Burger King now.
Reality television is known for backstabbing, betrayal, and cutthroat competition. But Sunday, November 7th, Fox invites you to witness the biggest train wreck in reality TV history. These Ivy League hotshots think they're competing for a dream job with the most obnoxious billionaire in America.
You're short. I think I could kill you.
But it's all a hoax. And that's just the beginning, because we're taking this con to another level with a twist so outrageous.
I am an actor.
So maniacal.
The real boss?
So wrong.
It's behind those doors right now.
Even we can't believe we thought of it.
Is this for real?
I mean, did we just take 6 weeks out of our life to make jackasses out of this house?
My Big Fat Obnoxious Boss premieres Sunday, November 7th on Fox.
Fox Monday, 2 more swans begin their transformations, including a deaf woman who gets the chance of a lifetime.
I can hear everything.
Witness their incredible reactions when they see themselves for the first time. The Swan, all new at 9/8 Central Fox Monday.
Welcome back to the Dodge pregame show on Fox. History may or may not be in your immediate future, but we know this, that UMAN is. To introduce tonight's national anthem, here's public address announcer John Hewlett.
Please stand and remove your caps for our national anthem. Following the anthem, please direct your attention to the sky, where 2 Navy FA-18s from Fighter Composite Squadron 12 will be performing a flyover. Performing tonight's anthem. She's been a St. Louis Cardinals fan her entire life, and now one of country music's hottest new stars is back to cheer on her team. Please welcome multi-platinum recording artist Gretchen Wilson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the
Ooh, I did not see that coming.
What's wrong?
Oh, I bet a lot on this game, and I'm trying to make up for the bath I took at the Emmys.
Yeah, but we won the Emmy for Best Comedy.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Arrested Development season premiere Sunday, November 7th after The Simpsons on Fox. Laugh your way to Hollywood with Arrested Development. Visit participating Burger King restaurants for details.
Get an eyeful of the Hyundai Sonata, named highest-ranked entry midsize car in initial quality by J.D. Power & Associates. The Sonata is handsomely styled, loaded with standard features, and built with a commitment to initial quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. So don't buy another sedan before you check out the stylish Hyundai Sonata, starting at just $16,144. Hyundai, win. Get a 2004 Hyundai Sonata with up to $3,000 cash back at your local Hyundai dealer.
Wow, that smells good. What is it?
It's the new slow roast pork barbecue sub. Delicious, tender slow roast pork and a smoky barbecue sauce with your choice of veggies on fresh-baked gourmet bread. It's Subway Restaurant's latest taste sensation.
Can I have a bite?
Okay.
Thanks.
And at just $1.99 for a regular 6-inch sub, you can always order yourself another one.
That is good.
Subway.
Wow.
Choose well.
Sometimes politics brings out the worst in people. Take Jim Sullivan. As a candidate for Congress, Jim Sullivan says the big drug companies have declared war on seniors. But official records prove Jim Sullivan's family owns stock in one of those very same drug companies, thousands of dollars worth of stock. So while politician Jim Sullivan panders for votes, Jim Sullivan's family makes profits. Politics. Sometimes it brings out the worst. The National Republican Congressional Committee is responsible for the content of this message.
It's time for the Jeep model year-end clearance. Soon, the last of the 2004 vehicles will be gone. But right now, the best selection is waiting for you. Choose between the rock-solid Jeep Wrangler, the ever-capable Jeep Liberty, and the luxurious Jeep Grand Cherokee. Plus, get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. Get the best selection on 04s before October 31st during the Jeep model year-end clearance. Right now, get a $3,500 cash allowance plus $1,500 in bonus cash for a combined cash allowance of up to $5,000 on 2004 Grand Cherokee.
Injured? Call 1-800-HEYMAND, the winning team. Sunday, November 7th, The Simpsons' epic 16th season takes control of your television with the all-new Treehouse of Horror.
Am I the only one who's in horrible pain?
You're the only one who won't shut up about it.
The incredible shrinking Simpsons face a tiny terror when they go inside the human body.
Why is my swimsuit so revealing?
That's what turns a mediocre voyage into a fantastic voyage.
Sunday, November 7th. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror is all new, and it's only on Fox.
On October 17th, this self-proclaimed team of idiots were facing elimination in the ALCS for the second year in a row to their biggest nemesis, the New York Yankees. But in the span of 4 days, they overcame a 3-0 deficit to win, something no other team had done in the history of Major League Baseball. And now, 1 win away, they rest on the cusp of winning something that has eluded this franchise since 1918. Well, what's it gonna be tonight? We welcome you to Busch Stadium, where Cardinal fans are filing in, wondering if this season will continue for at least one more day, or if they'll watch the Boston Red Sox celebrate here tonight. It's Game 4 of this 2004 World Series. And now welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck. Tim McCarver in just a second. Well, you know what's at stake here. The Boston Red Sox 1 win away from trying to do something that the franchise hasn't accomplished in 86 years, and that is win a World Series. And to this point, for the first 3 games of this World Series, they have out-hit, they have out-pitched, and they have run the bases better than the St. Louis Cardinals. And Tim McCarver, I welcome you in, and I'll say this. The Red Sox have been given nothing in this series. They have taken the first 3 games.
They have been relentless. They just have not let the Cardinals get started. They've scored in the first inning of every game. The St. Louis Cardinals haven't even been ahead in any of the 3 games, and the best way for them to get ahead is to get any production, not more production, but any production out of the middle 3 spots. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters have 1 hit in the 3 games. That was a bunt base hit by Jim Edmonds in Game 1.
The Boston Red Sox have won 7 consecutive postseason games. The fans here in St. Louis hope that tonight is not the night the World Series comes to a close.
Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out. Look down on. Just do your best. Do everything you can. It just takes some time. A little good in, a little out the right. Everything will be just fine.
Describe the perfect day, Liz.
Well, we're driving to the lake. The kids watch a DVD, and Joe and I have some quality time.
Joe?
Okay, we're barreling along. The Hemi's kicking some serious butt. Then we fish.
Ah, see, you're not traveling in the same vehicle.
Dodge Durango. Big size, smooth ride, Hemi power.
What a quack.
Get $1,000 in October bonus cash for a combined cash allowance of $5,500 on 04 Durango. America's hottest products are at your Dodge dealer.
What you doing way out here?
Water for Lost Dog in the Mojave, $2.
I bet you folks are missing you.
Rhinestone collar in Vegas, $40. Meatloaf special in Arizona, $8.
Hey, buddy.
Feeling at home when you're only halfway there, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For your journey, there's MasterCard.
Yeah, having a little car trouble.
I'm State Farm agent Larry Bitterman, and this is a true story.
I was there on vacation, so I called the local State Farm agent.
We're not really sure how the car got into the lake.
Yeah, the map was a disappointment.
They called a local diver, and it turns out that's me, too.
I think he started my claim before he even dried off.
We settled it the next day.
Where would I have been without him?
Sunk.
Any insurance company can promise you a good price, but nobody takes care of you like State Farm. We'd love to prove it to you. Call an agent today.
Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
The Sharp Aquos Liquid Crystal Television. Greater detail reveals all.
Trading Spouses is back, now on Fox Monday. Don't miss when a debutante from the OC is a fish out of water in Tennessee. And this country gal's confused by her new sensitive California husband. I need a hug. Trading Spouses, meet your new mommy. All new on its new night at 8, 7 Central, Fox Monday.
Never underestimate a parent's ability to mortify his child.
The television phenomenon is back.
Oh, my God. The art guy?
On a brand new night.
Will you give me a copy of this document? That's the lunch menu.
The OC season premiere, Thursday, November 4th on Fox. You're watching Fox Sports. Broadcasting at 720p, the world's finest high-definition standard with Dolby 5.1.
The World Series on Fox, brought to you by Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Dodge. By State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. By Sharp Aquos. Suddenly, there's more to see. And by MasterCard, there are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. We are in St. Louis, 61 degrees, and about 10 times better weather-wise than we had here last night for Game 3. Still with us, Chris Myers.
Joe, down on the field, you can feel the vibe of the fan from Middle America all the way back to New England. For the Cardinal rooters, they're hoping for a reversal of fortune. For the Red Sox fans, many of whom have traveled here to St. Louis, well, they're still kind of numb. They're not sure how to act. Their team this close to finally winning it all, to finally winning a World Series. The fans like the Red Sox team. They're confident, but they're also cautious given their history. And this, tonight, a total lunar eclipse for the first time during a World Series game. So it would appear, Joe, for the Red Sox, the planets are aligned.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. And Jason Marquis is the man in the middle of all this action. He has not been good this postseason. Here's tonight's starting lineup for the Red Sox, brought to you by Citibank. If you were paying attention last night, you'll know it is the same. Johnny Damon leads off, then it's Cabrera batting second. Manny Ramirez, how hot is he, hitting third? David Ortiz at first, put on a show in BP. Veritek, Miller, Nixon, Bellhorn, and Derek Lowe tonight won the clincher, Game 7 of the ALCS at Yankee Stadium, taking on Jason Marquis tonight.
And if both pitchers have their stuff tonight, they'll throw a lot of ground balls. Two of the top 5 ground ball pitchers in Major League Baseball are opposing one another this evening.
Johnny Damon first up for Boston. Damon, Cabrera, and Manny Ramirez. You see the 94 miles per hour, and Tim, one of the things that Marquis has to guard against is getting too charged up. He's a sinker ball pitcher. He's got a very good fastball, but trying to throw the ball through the wall is something that works against him.
After the first fastball that was down in the strike zone, 2 fastballs up. You don't get ground balls on high fastballs.
2 balls and a strike on Johnny Damon. And that ball is ripped into right field. Walker is back at the wall. The Red Sox score first again. What a start. 1-0 Boston here in Game 4. Damon gets his first home run of this World Series.
The one thing about ground balls, they don't go out of the ballpark. A high fastball jumped on by Damon to give the Red Sox the lead.
Cabrera, a swinging bunt, third base side. Rolen makes a barehanded play for the out.
What a play by Scott Rolen. My gosh. This is the 2-1 fastball, as you can see, right around the letters, followed by a 45-footer down the third baseline.
So the home run, then the ground out, and now Manny Ramirez digs in. Ramirez hit his 18th career postseason home run last night. He has hit in 16 straight postseason games. And Marquis misses inside with ball 1. The numbers in this World Series for Ramirez, and overall this postseason, he is 20 of 56. Manny was out there to receive the Hank Aaron Award prior to tonight's Game 4. He won it from the American League, and Barry Bonds the winner from the National League. Henry Aaron is with us at the ballpark tonight. That's too far inside. 2 balls and a strike. The last 7 starts for Marquis coming in. 1-3 with a 5.75 ERA. 21 strikeouts, 20 walks. So far, he has failed to go 5 innings in each of his 2 postseason starts. That was here against Los Angeles and at Houston.
That's a bad ratio, too, whenever you see about the same number of walks as strikeouts for a pitcher during any duration.
Falls behind Ramirez, 3-1 with David Ortiz on deck. Great start for the Red Sox tonight. Manny Ramirez takes a walk. While we play here in the first inning, baseball fans grab a cold, fresh Budweiser. It's game time. And game time tonight started with a home run by Damon, and then the ground out by Cabrera.
This terrific play by Scott Rolen. The difficulty on that play is that not only do you have to barehand it, but you have to have the ball in throwing position when you barehand it. Rolen's one of the best at that play.
David Ortiz now 1 on 1 out. Ortiz 3 for 10 in this World Series. Everything is up for Marquis.
Yeah, I think Tony La Russa's 1 hitter away from getting Dan Herron up in the bullpen.
So the walk to Ramirez. The crowd was taken right out of it after the home run by Damon, and now it's 2-0 on Ortiz. Marquis had a very good regular season, 15-7, an ERA of 3.71. But at one point he was 14-4 heading into the month of September. The team went 1-4 down the stretch, and his ERA was well over 5. There are the numbers for the regular season, but there's no doubt that since the 1st of September, Marquis has struggled. The crowd trying to get themselves back into it. Strike one on the outside corner. One on, one out, 2 balls and a strike. Pitch was up, but by the bat of Ortiz.
Well, Ortiz is one guy in the Red Sox lineup where you can get away with the high fastball because he loves the ball down.
Varitek on deck. Derek Lowe will be on the mound tonight for the Red Sox. That's wide, a full count. On 3-2, runner goes, and Ortiz flies it into left. Mabry is there for St. Louis, 2 out. Take a look at the defense. Just said the name Mabry. He is making his first start. This is how St. Louis covers the field, brought to you by State Farm. Mabry in left as Reggie Sanders takes a seat. Jim Edmonds in center and Larry Walker in right. Womack is not only still at second, but tonight when we show you the Cardinal lineup, he's back in the leadoff spot. Here's Varitek. Jason only 1 hit in this World Series, but it counted. Back in game 2, a 2-out 2-run triple against Matt Morris that got the Red Sox off and running. And a 6-2 win. Strike one.
Coming into this game, the Red Sox had scored first in 9 of 13 postseason games, and they won all of them. And they've scored first here tonight.
On 0-1, Varitek takes a breaking ball for a strike.
First breaking ball that Marquis has thrown, and it was a good one.
Molina blocks ball 1 in the dirt, and Ramirez has made a couple of bluffs off first. Did so during the Ortiz at bat and did on that last delivery to Varitek.
That fake break from first base moves the middle infielders, and Renteria over to cover when Manny Ramirez had that fake break. Good play by Molina, keeping that ball in front of him.
Marquis started to walk away. It's called inside, 2-2.
Tailing fastball just misses inside. That was close.
Varitek on 2-2. Stays alive. We have seen Johnny Damon struggle in the postseason. We have seen Johnny Damon clip his toenails during the postseason. And we have seen Johnny Damon hit a home run in this World Series. First leadoff home run in a World Series game since Game 4, 2000. Veritek is gone, but from New England to Baghdad, Red Sox fans love the start for Boston tonight.
Go, go! Go, Johnny, go! Go! Go, Johnny, go! Go! Go, Johnny, go! Go!
Hello. Hi. Hi. Yeah, we're members, and we just had some ideas how to make the internet better.
Okay. Excuse me, there are some members here to see you.
Oh, great. Which ones?
Looks like all of them.
At America Online, when any one of our members has an idea to make the internet better, we listen.
We're going to need some more chairs.
Yeah. Want a better internet? You belong at America Online.
Is that you, baby? So, what are you in the mood for tonight? See-through or red?
Forget the freezer. Live a little.
Welcome to Chili's.
Introducing Chili's Mix and Match Grill. Your choice of 2 freshly grilled entrees, like salmon, steak, chicken, shrimp, or our legendary baby back ribs. 2 grilled favorites all on one plate. Chili's new Mix and Match Grill. Come on, live a little.
Hold on! Heartland!
This November,
Get us out of here!
will you dare to ride
Oh, no!
the Polar Express? Tom Hanks.
Brace yourselves!
The Polar Express. Rated G. Starts Wednesday, November 10th.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Arriba las manos, caballo moreno, penetra tu barrio, making you a dollar, pero rock back frente. That's again, esto para la gente.
Chevy Silverado. Sigue la leyenda. Hay un movimiento en Chevy. Súbete.
The World Series on Fox, brought to you by Chevrolet. 10 new cars and trucks in 20 months. There's a movement at Chevy. By Citi, credit card and financial tools to help you live richly. And by Warner Brothers' new motion picture, The Polar Express. The journey begins Wednesday, November 10th. Derek Lowe on the mound for the Red Sox tonight in Game 4, and he misses to Tony Womack. Lowe has had a very good postseason after initially being left out of the rotation. He was a huge factor in the Red Sox beating the Yankees. A strike to Womack, 1 ball, 1 strike. He started Game 4 of the ALCS, left in the 6th inning with the lead. That evaporated quickly after he left with Timlin on the mound, as Womack lines one into left center field. Ramirez over to play it. Nice play by Manny Ramirez. It's a leadoff single. And Womack back in the leadoff spot for the Cardinals for the first time since Game 6 of the NLCS. Starts it with a hit.
That's a tough play to time. I think Cabrera may have jumped just a tad too soon.
Now it's Larry Walker.
Sometimes when you jump too soon on a ball like that, you're coming down when the ball's going up.
Ball 1 to Walker. Larry Walker, one of the few guys in the Cardinal lineup who can say they're hitting in this World Series. Walker and Pujols. And that's it. The Cardinals will run tonight on Derek Lowe.
36 base stealers tried to steal off Derek Lowe this year. 34 made it.
And it's something that the coaching staff for the Red Sox tries to keep Derek Lowe thinking about really the entire game. Brad Mills is the bench coach for Terry Francona, and he's the one in charge of trying to keep Lowe quick to the plate. The bunt. The sacrifice 1-3. Down to second is Womack for Pujols and Roland. We give you the starting lineup for the Cardinals, brought to you by Citibank. Womack is at the top. Walker is gone. Pujols, Roland, Edmonds, Renteria, Mabry, Molina, and Marquis, a very good hitting pitcher. Did that bunt surprise you?
Yes, it did. He was bunting for a base hit. Obviously, it was a sacrifice because Womack moved to second base. But Walker, one of the few guys, as you said, one of the few guys swinging the bat well for the Cardinals. 2 home runs, a double, 4 hits in game 1. So it did surprise me. He tried to push it down the third baseline, but Lowe makes a nice play. Had he gotten it down the third baseline, there's a chance he would have been on first. Good play by Lowe.
Pujols checks his swing and a foul ball, strike 1. Pujols has not driven in a run in this World Series. He has 14 RBIs and 6 home runs in the postseason. And that's what he's done at home. A .519 average here at Busch Stadium in the postseason.
The one thing that the coaches of the Red Sox and Terry Francona want to do is make Lowe aware of the runners, but not so aware that he's confused when he comes home.
You can kind of see that already.
Yeah, that's the dicey thing about dealing with the psyche of a guy like Derek Lowe.
Red Sox had Pujols play perfectly. Bellhorn was more toward the middle, 2 out. And we look at how Boston covers the field, which they've done very well the last couple of nights after 4 errors in the first 2 games each. Brought to you by State Farm. Ramirez, Damon, and Nixon in the outfield. Miller, Cabrera, Bellhorn, and Ortiz made a nice throw in last night's game. Varitek catching low. And here's Scott Rowland. Hitless in the World Series, the 1 RBI on a sac fly.
In our opening, we talked about the 4, 5, and 6 hitters of the Cardinals. They have got to get on track if the Cardinals are going to win tonight.
Roland pops it foul. That will get out of play. Tony La Russa toyed with the idea of putting Renteria in the number 2 spot, moving everybody back a space. But he thought that might look like a desperate move from the manager in charge of a club down 3-0.
Yeah, also toying with the idea of putting Larry Walker in the 4-hole.
Runner at third, 2 out. 1 ball, 1 strike from Derek Lowe. La Russa saying before this game, I love this team too much. This team is too special to have it end tonight. 4 games in the World Series and goodbye. The Red Sox trying to do that here on October 27th. Game 4 of this World Series. Roland during the regular season drove in 124 runs, second best in the National League. And a swinging bunt. The ball stays fair. Lowe makes the tag for the out, and the inning is over. A scoreless inning from Derek Lowe. Gets around the leadoff hit from Tony Womack after 1 in game 4. 1-0 Boston. And now let's go down to the field where we have Mike, the famous Leon, who's standing by in the on-deck circle.
Look, I already told you, Leon is not answering the call for nothing less than 10 G's.
Leon, Joe Buck here in the booth.
Let me call you back. Yo, Joe, what's the word, baby?
Leon, a real pressure cooker, huh?
Man, you better believe it. I'm supposed to make an appearance tomorrow, but the check they sent ain't cleared yet. Everybody should know by now Leon can't cook without that dough, baby. How many times do I need to tell you that's not gonna work? Now, go ahead, money. This is gonna take a minute.
You don't have to leave civilization to find adventure. The 245 horsepower all-wheel drive Nissan Murano.
Shrek 2 is coming to DVD Friday, November 5th.
Pinocchio, tell a lie! I'm wearing ladies' underwear. It's a thong!
And now there's an all-new surprise ending made just for the DVD.
Welcome to Far, Far Away